All right, opening day, we're here.
Oh my gosh, we made it in! I can't believe it.
Yeah, last time they had opening day was 1955. It was so hot that ladies' heels were getting stuck in the concrete. Bathrooms weren't working. Today was a little better, right?
Yes, except the weather probably is about the same as in 1955 because it was hot today.
Yeah,
It's hot.
it wasn't that bad. It was the 80s. But it was very exciting coming here. I thought one of the nicest things was just coming to Main Street and seeing all the cast members lining up on the street, waving to us, kind of welcome home, which was, I thought, the theme of today. There were a lot of people, guests here, wearing shirts that said like home on it or we're coming home. And I feel like for a lot of us, coming back to Disneyland is like coming back home, and it really felt great.
We're home.
I also think that, because it's opening day, there was a lot of people here really dressed up and just ready to have fun. A couple things, though, with this new reality about Disneyland I thought we should talk about real quick. The first is there isn't as much entertainment. I know that's a common complaint. There's no parades, there's no bands, but the lines are really short, right?
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, we enjoyed it.
Yeah, with the reduced capacity, they can't have as much entertainment, but the attraction lines are a lot shorter. We went on more rides today than I can actually remember.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah,
I mean, I think we almost did everything in Fantasyland too.
Yeah, it just kind of walk on stuff. It was amazing. The other thing that was interesting to me is that when you look at the rides, you think the lines are really long because they've stretched them out external of the rides. They don't want people indoors a lot. So you'll see a ride, like Space Mountain is a good example. We were on the line for Space Mountain. There's a long line, but once we got inside, we just kind of ran through the inside and jumped on a cart and we took off. And it was really fun, right?
Yep.
Another thing that stands out is you really need to get good at mobile ordering right now, because there aren't that many places open for food, and where they are open, they want you to mobile order. So get your mobile orders in really early, right? I think it was like 11 o'clock we ordered for Tropical Hideaway at 3 p.m.
Because we needed our Dole Whip in the afternoon. We knew it was going to be hot.
Yeah, and it was all gone by 3 o'clock. So if you wait till the last minute, you're not going to get some of the food you want. Another interesting thing about food right now is they want everybody to stop and eat at a location. You're not allowed to walk around and eat. You can't take your mask off unless you're at a designated place. Like we're right now at a designated food place, so we can take our masks off. But you have to plan for that. Like the Tropical Hideaway is a good example. There's only so much seating there, and if you get your Dole Whip, you may have to leave the Tropical Hideaway to find a place to sit and eat.
Yeah, we did have a hard time eating at the Tropical Hideaway. You mobile order and you get your Dole Whip, which is gonna melt in this 90-degree weather. But we had to figure out where we could eat it and sit down.
But what I'd recommend is, as you're walking around, take a look at all the open tables and where they're at, and just kind of make a mental note. Like one of the best places I saw was right along the rivers of America. They had great seating with umbrellas over it, and that was often empty. So if you plan for it, just go sit in those spaces when you want to eat. Another thing is wear a comfortable mask, because you need to wear it whenever you're not at one of these tables. And the cast members enforce it. It's just universal, 100%. You got to wear a mask. So get one that you're happy with and you can wear.
You can't eat and walk, so you have to have your mask on all the time. So you either have to have a mask on as you're walking, and if you want to eat or take a drink, you have to go find a table and sit down and do that.
That also applies to picture locations. So if you're in front of the Millennium Falcon and you want to get your picture taken, you still got to wear your mask. And the other thing is the folks that do the photography, what do you call that again? The
PhotoPass.
PhotoPass. They won't hold your camera for you and take pictures right now because of COVID. So you may want to consider buying a day pass. It's $20 and you can get all those pictures. Or if you've got someone in your party that's willing to take pictures, that'd be great too. What are some other tips you'd say right now with what's going on?
Just have an external charger, because of all this mobile ordering, and you're always checking on your phone for the lines, or you're also trying to post things on social media. Your battery is probably going to be working overtime, so make sure you have an external battery with you.
I actually saw a guy in the bathroom with his phone plugged in the bathroom. Paid $150 to be here today, and he's sitting in the bathroom with his phone plugged into the wall. Don't be that guy. But yeah, you're right. Bring an external charger for your phone, because most of this is app-based anymore, buying your food and getting reservations. So you want to have a battery that can last all day. But what I would say is that it felt really normal today. It was just fun being at Disneyland again. We could go on rides. Everybody's kind of adjusted to this. The park density is the lowest I've ever seen it, so you're not going to be crowded with people. Like, while you're not going to get parades, you're going to get to go on a lot of rides and have a lot of fun.
I mean, I felt pretty safe, if that is, your concern. And people are spaced out, even in lines, and as you're walking through, it was pretty comfortable. It didn't feel crowded, so you can get to where you needed to go.
Yeah.
But there was definitely people here, and the best thing about opening days, everybody here is just so excited to be here. And see cast members and get on attractions. I think that's one of the best parts about this opening day, 2021.
Not 1950, right? But I do think also that's going to continue for several months. That everybody that comes is going to get that same feeling like they're coming back. The cast members are truly happy to be here. You can see it in their faces. The guests are happy to be here, and it's up to you. Come to Disneyland and have some fun.